Hello everyone! In this video, you will be able to discover how social networks play a considerable role in the marketing of companies. As a source of competitiveness and performance, technological innovations are reconfiguring and reinventing business models, enabling new business opportunities to be identified. It is the beginning of a new era. But how and when did social networks actually develop? The first social networks appeared at the end of the 20th century, in 1997. The only social networks known at that time were Weblog, Hotmail and 6 Degrees. Following this innovative start, the social networks known to all, Facebook, appeared in 2001. It is in 2010 that the social networks that we know particularly today appeared. For example, the first version of Snapchat and Instagram were created around 2010. It was right after smartphones made their debut that some social networks were created. It then became one of the most used means of communication. Now that you know how this new era began, I think it is important for you to have a complete definition of what social media is. It is a virtual platform that allows internet users to create a personal page to share and exchange information, photos or videos with their community of friends and acquaintances. We can think of it as an exchange platform. Most social networks are found in the form of applications on mobile phone. Let's link social media with marketing and advertising. Before the era of social networks, when someone wanted to promote a product, he had to use the means of communication and advertising of the time, such as radio, newspapers, posters, etc. Nowadays, marketing is no longer done in this way. When promoting a product, the important thing is to use the right social media to post the corresponding content. For example, it is interesting to put forward the fact that you are launching a new brand of clothes on Instagram or TikTok, whereas it is more interesting to talk about you launching a computer brand on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, there are mainly people who are already working, so usually they have means. Also, it can be a useful tool for their job. All social networks have the same purpose. Indeed, they all look for an improvement of the engagement, influence and reputation of the audience and the brand. Nearly all of them use the SMO strategy. But what is concretely the aim of this strategy? It represents the optimization of the brand's visibility on social media. It is often said that a good strategy in this area is to choose the right medium with the right message. However, they all have different advantages in adequation with the type of content each social network share, the simplicity of the network, etc. Let's take some examples. Facebook is the first one. Facebook, like any social network, has both advantages and limitations. Its main advantage is that it has become one of the main gateways to the web. It is easy to use, it is easy to publish content. Also, the interactions are visible to consumers, which makes it possible to know the scope of the post made. We will see the limits of this network. First, it is complicated to generate interaction. Also, this platform is limited by the average age of its consumers. Indeed, Generation X, the one between 35 and 49 years old, spends more time on this application than Generation Y, which is between 20 and 35 years old. It is said that Instagram is one of Facebook's major competitors in terms of age group it reaches. Then, as a second example, let's talk about Instagram. First, Instagram was acquired by Facebook in 2012. It is the fastest growing platform in recent years among Generation Z. Instagram, like any social network, still has both advantages and limitations. In terms of benefits, Instagram is the perfect network to build and reinforce a brand's visual identity, such as boosting an advertiser's awareness or uniting a community around a theme. Also, the spontaneous creation of content by a user for a brand, also called UGC, is one of the biggest assets of this application. However, it still has limits. For example, the promotional message on this application is ubiquitous, such as paid partnerships, story ads, and others. We currently live in a world where most people do not want to receive or see advertisements in the way they are used to seeing them on TV or in the street. The objective of new companies and brands is therefore to avoid saturation among consumers. Social networks are in fact just a way to advertise without the consumer really noticing. Digital marketing is lucrative, inexpensive, and configurable. By using social medias, marketers will be able to advertise the audience digitally wherever they are, and also whenever they are using their phones or electronic devices. Social medias are nowadays part of our daily lives. They play a major role in digital marketing. In nearly every brand, digital marketing plays a crucial role in its development. This is the end of this video. I hope it has helped you to get an interesting overview of the role that social medias play in marketing. Thank you for listening.